2. The kitchen smells of burned spaghetti. Proof that last night happened. There's absolutely no denying it. Listening for Mum and Jack, I avoid the creaky floorboards, creeping to the sink to get a glass of water. The cold tap is tricky, but I turn it on the perfect amount to get a good flow without any splash. The house is quiet. Not silent exactly, but the noise of it is so familiar it barely registers. I listen harder, transforming the creaks and groans and pops into something strange, then force myself to look. The door to Jack's study is open, so I can see it from here. Just a boring old laptop. But somewhere hidden away in the deepest, darkest part of that computer is a file called DC Network Blog, containing 617 secret words. And Jack typed them yesterday. Jack typed them, and that's a hard fact sitting in my brain, giving me acid indigestion of the mind, particularly behind my right temple, which is throbbing. Jack typed them, sitting down at his desk, no doubt with a cup of coffee, putting it on the Master of the House coaster he bought after we saw Les Miserables in London. And wow, that was such a good night. But then again, maybe not for Jack. Maybe it was this huge, great big effort for him to climb to his feet during the standing ovation where we both grinned at each other, clapping until our hands stung. I elbowed him in an eloquent way, like that jab of my bone on his arm said, "This is the best moment of my life." He elbowed me back to say, "Mine too." But now I am wondering if actually he was trying to knock me off the balcony because, no doubt about it, he would be happier if I didn't exist. Jack's slippers with the worn-down backs are still under the desk where I kicked them off when I discovered the truth. Jack's slippers. Dad's slippers. Dad's old familiar slippers I used to put on whenever my feet got cold, because dads and daughters can share foot sweat no problem. I will never wear them again, and suddenly that seems the saddest thing of all. Like my toes start to grieve, throbbing in my boots as I turn away from the study, unable to believe he wrote that blog. When Tess finally emerged after 2 hours of pushing, all I felt was revulsion, and I could no more easily pretend to love the peculiar creature in my delighted wife's arms than hide the resentment that burned inside. It wasn't my daughter. It was her daughter, hers and some sperm donors I had never met. But what could I do? She was here, and she was my wife's, and I loved my wife, even if I didn't love the ugly red thing gnawing at her. "Oh no! Oh help!" Mum had shrieked as the smoke alarm had gone off and Jack had burst out of the study as I'd run in from the living room. Mum was flapping her hands at the sticks of spaghetti jutting out of the pot that had caught fire in the flames of the gas stove. "What's the rule?" "Watch yourself, Helen." "What's the rule?" "What are you talking about?" "The rule about fires," Mum exclaimed as the smoke alarm yelled. "There is an emergency, there is an emergency, there is an emergency." "You're not allowed to throw water on certain types of fire. Some of them need an extinguisher. What is it? I can't remember. Quick, do we need an extinguisher?" "What?" "We don't have an extinguisher." Jack went over to the tricky tap, turning it on to get a good flow without any splash. He filled a jug of water. "Don't just throw that on it. It might cause an explosion. Is it gas fires? Is it gas that needs carbon dioxide or something? Does that sound right? We need to check. I think it is gas fires." "You've turned off the bloody gas, Helen. It's not a gas fire. It's just a fire. Fires need water," Jack said, but he was hesitating now, staring at the stove. "The gas is off, isn't it?" "The fire's getting bigger." So were Mum's arm flaps. They were ridiculous, and I smirked as I watched the spectacle, ignoring the alarm urging me to leave now. "I can see that," Jack replied. I don't know how. Mum was practically doing jumping jacks in front of the stove as the alarm got loud.